What's up, y'all? I'm JC Era, and welcome back to the channel. If you've been here before, hey, and if you're new, what's up? So today we're gonna get right into it. I need to do my nails, right? I These are my natural nails. I've had this gel on for 4 weeks now, a little over a month, I believe. And as you can see, I have hella growth, and they're disgusting. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to show you guys proper application for gel polish to prevent lifting or chipping or what have you. So let's get started. Alright guys, so as you can see, I have a bunch of growth. Like I said, I had these on for about a month. And these are my natural nails right here. I start chipping at my nails when I get bored with them. So that's what that is. But you can see my natural C curve. I absolutely love my nails. So that's kind of why I'm showing you this. But I'm going to go ahead and soak the gel polish off. And I'll be right back. Alright guys, so these are my nails after I soak off the gel polish. I didn't do anything else but just soak them off. If you want a tutorial on how to properly soak off gel polish, I'll be happy to do it. But these are them, and this is how they look. I'm going to go ahead and start the process. So I'm just grabbing a cuticle pusher. At one end it's the cuticle pusher, the other end it has a scraper, and I'm just gonna go ahead and just start pushing back my cuticles. I'm gonna do this on all 10 fingers. You want to make sure you have the proper form with pushing back your cuticles as well. Next, I'm going to take the scraper on the other end and start taking off that dead skin that's on my nails. And just start scraping that off. I'm going to do this on all 10 fingers. And you don't want to be too rough. But this is a very important part to make sure that your gel polish doesn't like lift or chip or anything. Just like with acrylic application. As you can see, I'm holding back that skin just because of how my nails grow. It's very important to hold back that skin so you can get inside of the nail. Just go ahead and scrape that off, and then I'm going to do this on all of my fingers. Next, I'm going to take my file. I have a 100-180 grit file, and you can kind of feel the file if you're not sure, just to kind of see which side is which. If the grit is further apart, then that's the side that you want to use on your natural nails. So I'm using the 180 on my natural nails. I'm just going to go straight out from the free edge and make it more straight, just because sometimes as the nail will grow, sometimes it'll curve. And I just want to make sure that they're straight out. So I'm going to do that from the free edge on both sides. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do the free edge. I like to do like an oval, squoval type of shape on my natural nails, so that's what I'm doing here. Just kind of rounding it off, and as you can see, I'm lifting the file up. I'm not excessively going back and forth on the natural nail plate. So you don't want to do that. You want to make sure you're lifting. But I'm gonna go ahead and do this with all 10 nails, and then I'll be back. Next, I'm going to take a white block, and I use the edges of the white block to get off that excess skin or cuticle that I didn't get with the scraper. So I'm going to go ahead and put that right there, and just kind of just lightly, you're not being
aggressive at all. So lightly, you're just gonna go ahead and scrape off anything that's still there, and just make sure it's nice and clean and smooth. Next, I'm going to use the white block to soften out my filing, just because sometimes you'll file and it'll make stragglies or whatever. So you want to make sure that you soften that out and bevel so you don't have any extra pieces hanging or anything that can get caught on your clothes or what have you. So that's what I'm doing here. And I'm going to go ahead and do this to all 10 fingers. Right here, I just had a little hangnail, so I'm going to use the file and just kind of file off that piece that's there, and then I'm going to continue with the white block. I know I hold my pinky really weird when I'm doing my nails, so don't judge me, but I have to make sure that I have it steady, so that's why I hold them like that. And then next, you're going to take the white block and very softly and lightly, you're going to remove the surface shine in the nails. I like to use small circular motions, but you're just doing it very, very lightly, barely any pressure. You're just removing the surface shine. It's another way to get your polish to stick properly. So I'm going to do this on all 10 nails. Next, I'm going to take a lint-free wipe and some alcohol and go ahead and remove any debris or dust that's on my nails. And you're also removing the oils from the nail as well with this. And then I'm going to take another lint-free wipe and use acetone. And I like to do this just to super dry out my nails because I have oily nail beds. So it's just an extra step. You don't have to do this step. And then Gelish has a pH bond. So depending on the brand that you're using, sometimes they have that, sometimes they don't. But I'm just going to go ahead and apply this to all 10 fingers. And it's just another way for your polish to stick and not lift or anything. Now I'm going to go ahead and add the base coat. So as you can see, I'm going to go ahead, apply it, and then I'm going to use the polish that I applied and push that up to the cuticle. So you're just kind of fanning the brush out towards the cuticle end. And as you can see, the angle of my brush, I'm really pushing in this base coat just so I'm not gliding it over the nails. I'm pushing it into the nail just so I can make sure that it sticks, because this is your foundation of your gel polish. So you want to make sure that you're actually pushing this into the nail. I'm gonna go ahead and do this to all 10 fingers, and then once I'm done, I'm gonna cure them. Decided to use this turquoise color by Gelish. That's the name of it. I'm not reading that. They be tripping with their names. So if that's the color that you want, you can go ahead and use it. It looks very green coming out of the bottle. I was kind of surprised actually, but it does dry turquoise. So but I'm gonna go ahead and apply this a very thin coat. And as you see, I'm trying to hold back these sides of my nails because it really does interfere with me getting my entire nail. So it's very awkward when I'm trying to film because I have to hold my hands a certain way when I'm doing my own nails, but trying to do the best I can. You want to go ahead and apply that, and then you're going to make sure you cap the tip. Very important. I'm going to go ahead and do this to the middle and the pinky finger as well. Again, I know I hold my pinky very weird. All right, I skipped the ring finger because I'm going to do an accent now. So this is Arctic White, and I'm going to go ahead and apply that very thin coat. Once I'm done, I'm going to cure this, apply a second coat of all of the colors, and then cure that as well. All right, so for my accent now, I decided to do a very small stenciled rose. I'm going to use a small brush and then go ahead and paint the rose on. So with this, you kind of want to do like quarter circle shapes. You don't want the circles to be too straight either. On my right hand, I don't know if you can barely see it, but it does look a lot better on that hand, which is weird because I did it with my non-dominant hand. But you want to overlap the quarter circles. I guess that's what they would be called. And you're just overlapping them until you get into the middle. Some people will start in the middle and then work their way out. This time I'm starting on the outside and working my way in, but it's really your preference. And then for the middle, I'm just gonna do just like a little loop for the middle of the rose. And I'm gonna do this a second time on the nail closer to the free edge. Once I am done, I am gonna cure this. You only need one coat of it as well. Next, I'm going to use the white in that same brush, and I'm going to do some triangles at the cuticle area just to spice up the design a little bit. For some reason, it's really hard for me to have just one color on my nails. So that's kind of what I'm doing here. You want to be very neat at the cuticle area. That's why it's very important to have that smaller brush. Just go ahead and fill it in, and then I'm going to go ahead and do this to all of the turquoise nails. Once you're done, you can go ahead and cure. You only need one coat of this as well because that white is very vibrant. Next, you're gonna go ahead and take your top coat and just apply that to the nail. Make sure you cap the tip, very important. And you're gonna do this on all of your fingers. And you're gonna cure. You only need one coat of this as well. If you want to do two to make yourself feel better, then that is fine, but you only really need one coat. Next, I'm going to take a lint-free wipe one more time and go ahead and take some alcohol and remove that tacky layer off of the nails, make them nice and smooth. I'm gonna do this on all 10 fingers. And last but not least, very important, since I super dehydrated my nails throughout this process, I'm gonna go ahead and add some nourishing cuticle oil to them. And I'm kind of pointing my fingers downward just so the oil can move down my nails. You wanna rub it in, make sure you get the front of the nail as well where the hyponychium is. That's very important. And there you go. That's the design. Very cute and simple. And I love them. Thanks for watching, guys.
Thank you so much for watching. I feel like me again. I'm definitely gonna cut my nails down next time I do them because I typically don't like them to be as long as they are now. They get really long, and once they start getting long, things happen. So I'm definitely gonna cut them down next time, but it's good for now. But thank you so much for watching again. If you haven't already, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell to be notified when I post. And if you choose to do this design on yourself or on someone else, I want to see it. So go ahead and tag me in it at JSierra Beauty on Instagram, or use the hashtag JSierra Nails. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye.